Tina, I learned to sew on the internet. Since then I've worked in the fashion industry and gotten my bachelor's in textile technology. In my last video I talked about what beginner sewing machines you should be getting, and today I'm going to talk about my own machine. So in the last two videos I talked about what you should be looking out for in a machine, and I specifically said several times that in the beginning you do not know what you actually want from your machine, you do not know what you're going to like, what you're going to dislike, and therefore you should not spend a lot of money on the machine or you might regret it. So today I want to tell you what I love and hate about my machine. I've used a couple of different machines over the years and this is the one that I use the most. This one right here is actually my mother's machine, which she got from her mother many years ago, and I got myself the exact same model just with a different print up here because I love this machine so much. This is the machine. It is the Pfaff Tipmatic 6122. This one is the Barbie limited edition. If you can get your hands on this, genuinely, you're the luckiest person on earth. I have looked the last 10 years. I have literally found a single trace of this machine on the internet, and that is it. I got myself another limited edition with a 70s floral print, but usually it will just have a pink strip right here. So here's everything that I do not like about this machine. Number one, the bobbin is one of the small ones and it goes in at the bottom. The machine by now is a little bit too slow for my liking. I wish I had an industrial speed. It does not make an automatic buttonhole. The buttonhole is 4 steps right here. The needle threader that helps thread your needle could be easier to use. And now here's all the things that I love about this machine and why I have suggested this to every single person who's ever asked me which sewing machine to buy. Number one, obviously the design. I have a Barbie sewing machine, who can say that? I can freely adjust the needle position, so I can put it all the way to the left and then it'll be all the way on the left. I can put it all the way to the right and it will suddenly move to the right. I can also, with this second wheel, decide just how wide I want my zigzag stitch to be. It has a straight stretch stitch if I go to the stretch setting right here. This weird little black thing is an upper transport and I can disengage it and engage it, and once I've engaged it, it's going to pull the fabric from the top, not just from the bottom. I can fully turn off the transport on the bottom and that way just move the fabric freely, which is good for freehand embroidery. Whenever I use the machine, I don't feel like the machine is controlling the fabric, but I am controlling where the fabric is going, how quickly it is going there. And I have other machines where it's like you put the fabric in and you don't know what's going to end up happening. And of course, this beautifully arranged storage, which is a tray and can actually come out for a second layer. Would I recommend this machine? 100%. I would definitely recommend it to beginner sewists. I would recommend it to people who want to do freehand embroidery. I personally don't use that function pretty much ever, but if you think that might be something that would interest you, definitely a good machine for that. I have suggested it to many people in my life because personally I have worked on probably 5 different household machines. This one so far has been my favorite. It has, however, also been the one that I've spent the most time on, so therefore maybe it is just because I've gotten used to it. If you're gonna get this machine, it has to be this exact model though. There is similar ones which go for around 200. This one goes for 300 on the secondhand market, and the similar ones will, for example, be the Pfaff Tipmatic 6120. And that one suddenly has like way less functions. It doesn't have the upper transport, you can't choose the needle position, you can't choose the stitch width, you have much less stitches in general. So it essentially has half of the pros that I just listed in this video. So if you're going for this machine, make sure it is the exact model. And that is my little take on my Barbie sewing machine. Ever since watching Mikara's videos, I think she needs to get her hands on one of these Barbie sewing machines because it's Barbie and she's Barbie. So if you agree, go ahead and tag her down below. And if you see this, good luck on finding one of these because I've tried for years, so maybe you got this.